Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by green fields and tall trees, there lived a young man named David. David was 25 years old, strong, healthy, and full of big dreams. He often told his friends, "One day, I will become the richest farmer in this village. My fields will shine with golden crops, and people will come to me for advice." Everyone in the village admired David's ambition, but there was one major problem. David was extremely lazy. When the sun rose and the other farmers went out to work, David stayed in bed while everyone else worked under the hot sun. David sat in the shade talking about his dreams. When people carried water from the well, he would say, "I'll do it later." He always had big plans, but he never acted on them. He loved imagining success, but he hated the hard work required to achieve it. One evening, David's uncle, an old and wise farmer, came to visit him. His uncle looked at David's empty field. The soil was rich and fertile, but nothing was growing there. He asked, "David, my boy, why is your land empty? You talk about golden crops, but all I see is dry soil." David laughed and said, "Don't worry, Uncle. I'll start tomorrow. Just wait and see." His uncle took a deep breath because he had heard those words many times before. He decided to teach David a lesson. His uncle reached into his pocket and pulled out 2 small bags containing 2 different kinds of magical seeds. The first seed represented ambition. His uncle said, "If you plant this seed and water it every day, it will grow into a tree that gives you fruit, shade, and wealth." The second seed represented laziness. "If you plant this one, it will grow very quickly, but it will spread weeds throughout your entire field and destroy everything else." His uncle looked at David and said, "Both seeds are now in your hands. The future of your field and the future of your life will depend on which one you choose to care for." David thought, "Of course, I'll plant the seed of ambition. I want success." But when morning came, he felt tired. He said, "I'll plant it tomorrow." Days passed. Eventually, David planted both seeds in the ground and told himself that he would take care of them later. Weeks went by. David forgot about the seeds. He spent his time sleeping, gossiping, and dreaming about success. Then one day, David went to his field and was shocked by what he saw. The seed of laziness had grown incredibly fast, and thick weeds had covered the entire field. On the other side, the seed of ambition was weak, small, and almost dying because it had received no water or care. David's dream was turning into a nightmare. Just then, his uncle returned and looked at the ruined field. He said, "David, look at your land. This is your life. Your ambition is like a small seed. It needs daily care, effort, and discipline. Without them, it will die." But laziness is different. It grows on its own. It spreads quickly and destroys everything in its path. Your laziness has already started stealing your future. David fell to his knees and touched the dying seed of ambition as tears filled his eyes. For the first time, he understood something important. Dreaming alone is never enough. Only your actions can keep your dreams alive. That night, David could not sleep. He kept thinking about all the time he had wasted and all the opportunities he had lost. He said to himself, "If I don't change now, laziness will control my life forever." The next morning, before the sun came up, David got out of bed and began pulling the weeds out of his field with his own hands. It was difficult. His back hurt and his hands became covered in cuts, but he refused to stop. He watered the seed of ambition and cared for it every single day. Slowly, the seed became a strong plant. Then it grew into a huge tree that gave him fruit, shade, and wealth. David had completely changed. The people of the village now knew him as the farmer who fought his laziness and won. But this story is not really about farming. It is about every one of us. Inside each of us are 2 seeds. One represents ambition, and the other represents laziness. Ambition grows only when you water it every day with effort, discipline, and action. Laziness grows by itself, and if you let it take control, It can destroy your dreams. So if you are ambitious but keep putting things off, remember David's field. Don't wait for tomorrow. Start today. Water your ambition and pull out the weeds of laziness. Because the longer you wait, the weaker your dream becomes. If this story inspired you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And subscribe to the channel for more powerful and inspiring stories. Thank you for watching.